Hey guys, how's it going? I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about giving. But before I do that, I want to talk to you about exercising. And for me, when I exercise, I think about running. Now, when I first started running, I learned very quickly that if I didn't plan when I was going to run, it wasn't going to happen. Every night before I go to bed, I would get my running socks, my shoes, phone, all that stuff, and lay it out so I wouldn't have to think about anything when I woke up in the morning to go run. Now, another thing I had to figure out when I first started running was when was the best time for me to go running? When would I make sure that I wouldn't miss it? And for me, that was early in the mornings, before my wife woke up, before the kids woke up, and before I had to do anything else. I could start the day off by running. So knowing when the best time for me to go helped so much. Now here's the thing, I didn't figure that out at the very beginning. It took some trial and error. There were times when I would go to bed and had every intention of running, but I would wake up, see that alarm clock, hit snooze, and the day would go by. I would say, you know what, I'll go running today after work. And the day went on, I got tired, and it didn't happen. Because when I didn't really plan to go run and go exercise, it didn't happen. Now you're probably asking yourself, why am I talking about running? What does that have to do with giving? Well, I think it has a lot to do with giving. Because when we don't plan to give, we usually don't end up giving. Because planning and action are totally connected. Now, I'm sure there are a lot of us that have given spontaneously before in the past. We might have heard a message or a story that really touched us and moved us to give, and that's good. But if we only give spontaneously and only give when we feel led, we really are limiting what we can do with our giving. Isaiah 32:8 says, generous people plan to do what is generous, and they stand firm in their generosity. You know, God shows us right there in His Word in Isaiah 32 that when we have a plan to be generous, it's so much easier to be generous and we can stand firm in our generosity. As we receive our offering this morning, I want you to think about how you can plan for your generosity. Is there a time of the month where it makes more sense for you to give your offering or your tithe? By all means, give at that time when it makes the most sense. But let's not limit our generosity by just when we feel led or we hear a cool story or something in the moment happens. Let's plan to give and let's plan and have success together.